in case you pass out, that's tough.
Jaws. What is there to say about the 1975 classic that hasn't already been said? This is simply one of the most iconic movies, period. It's brought to us by none other than Steven Spielberg, the most iconic director of all time. John Williams gives us one of the most iconic scores. There's iconic lines.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
And iconic shots. I especially love this shot on the beach. It's just overall a great movie. Everything about it is just so good. Everyone's seen Jaws. It's one of those classics that's so famous that you've seen it even if you haven't seen it. A giant great white shark shows up in the waters of Amity Island and starts killing people unprovoked. It's up to Police Chief Brody to make the beaches safe again. Obviously, the shark can't show up on land, so whenever you see the water, you know something's coming and nobody's safe. It's common knowledge now that the animatronic shark used for the film didn't work right, and as a result, you barely see it. There's no telling what sort of movie we would have gotten if the shark worked perfectly, but I think we're better off with what we got. Sometimes, what you don't see is more effective than what you do. You don't fully see the shark until very late in the movie, and it hits you hard. The thing is massive and very intimidating. It could be argued that the movie isn't horror. It's a very accessible film that can be enjoyed by most anybody, and honestly takes a break from being a horror movie a decent amount of the runtime. When the characters set sail to track down the shark, it has a laid-back and adventurous feel, making it easy to forget the type of movie you're watching. But I say, yeah, this is definitely a horror film. This scared the hell out of me as a kid. I remember watching this staying the night at a friend's birthday party, and that scene with the wrecked fishing boat terrified me. Like Psycho, Jaws is another film that I watched early on, and it had a huge effect on me, being one of the other movies that got me into horror. Oh yeah, the ride scared the shit out of me too. Jaws certainly has a lasting legacy. This is the movie that made people afraid to go in the ocean, and it's known as one of the greatest films of all time. It was extremely popular, and it's credited for being the first summer blockbuster. This would change the world of cinema forever and pave the way for other big movies like Star Wars, Ghostbusters, and other Spielberg projects like E.T. and Raiders of the Lost Ark. The movie we'll be looking at tomorrow also falls in this category. Jaws is the best shark movie of all time and arguably the only good one. This movie is perfect. See it before you go swimming.
Smile, you son of a...
Pleasant nightmares, friend.
Good midnight to you.